both of us in this building, and granted, you're fucking still good at this game, you piece of shit, but I'm not. And, you know, you got to get used to these kids are just good at video games, bro.
Yeah. That's another thing. Like, how do you react when people who haven't been doing this thing as long as you are better? You know,
Yeah.
like there are people who have lapped me. I've been playing a long time, and there are people who started after me. Zane, for example. Zane started after me, and now look where he is. So, you know, I'm not too worried about it. Everyone's on their own thing. Everyone's doing what they can to get better within the within the confines of like what they can do, right? So, there is no expectation that you should be a certain skill level based on X years playing or anything like that.
And honestly, like there should be the expectation that
was awesome,
the newer that you are, of a player that you are, the
Nice.
sooner that you start or the more recently you've started, the faster you will grow. Because that's an assumption that the tools and the knowledge that we have been accruing for years has progressed. If somebody started Melee 5 years ago and progresses at the same rate as somebody that started yesterday, then we've learned nothing. We haven't improved our teaching processes. We haven't gotten better at instructing people at how to bring yourself up to this like level. Like, sure, Melee is like the poster child of the tech floor that you simply have to like wrestle to the ground.
You got the read and just miss the execution. I think that's the sort of option that like, hey, like I need to go into Uncle Punch and like turn the hitboxes on and see where I need to be specifically. How far?
Yeah, we didn't fucking have
Oh
Uncle
my
Punch,
God.
bro.
This game is so close suddenly.
This is tight.
So many little close situations. Dodge! Oh my god. Oh my god. Ah! So this is what Ganon has going for him. Okay. What Ganon has going for him is that these kills are going to be hard to actually like end the stock against Ganon. So
Going
iteration.
high,
Yeah,
that's
nice.
it.
So the down air, while harder to hit than like the back air or something, is the thing that's going to have to kill. So you kind of try to jockey Ganon into a position where you can make the down air easy on yourself. And then you go for the kill. Isaac kind of beating himself up over that game a little bit. I don't know, the player cam is a little behind something. He could have won that. It was close.
Stream tool here.
There were a couple interactions where like Greenstach had made like a mistake, and then like kind of scouting out what people like to do after a mistake is like super important. Like right there, if he got away with that air dodge and he landed, what does he do? People tend to choose the same thing when they make a mistake, and like it's good for you to pick up on it and at least make the call once to like allow for the punish, or you can make a read. It really depends on what you want to do, but like set yourself up to be able to react is probably the best thing on average. And that's Melee is kind of like it's up to you to create like this little dictionary of like what happens in XY situation.
Right.
If my combo is about to like end, but they could jump out, what should I go? Should I still go for the aerial to force the jump, or do I like just full make the read?
Try to
double
read,
jump,
right?
An aerial.
Or even just go back to the ground and set up a better position to recapture.
Yeah. How confident am I that they are going to do this thing I predict? And then you kind of like mix between things as you see fit. If you are 100% confident, then hey, make the read every time.
Yeah.
But if you're only 50% confident, then hey, maybe do it half the time. Ooh.
That was a good tech.
Yeah. So the thing about the tech though is either you are meant to hit Ganon with like the full wall jump. Fair in that case. I get that like if you're not practiced against exactly where you will be and where Ganon will be afterwards, it might be hard to like see it. But as long as you like have been there before, and you've like kind of noticed the spacing, it's pretty reliable to either hit Ganon there. Alternatively, if you're not going to hit Ganon, doing the wall jump and not like canceling it with your own like air dodge on stage or something like that is kind of dangerous, because now you're giving Ganon the opportunity to act before you can get back to stage. So if you say like air dodge back on stage right away, then like suddenly Ganon has to up B and you're on stage. That's he has to really eat dirt for that. So Isaac got a lead in this game here.
Didn't call the distance properly on that.
Messed up his tech skill. Tried to wave dash forward probably.
And I love that Ganondorf has to do 3 long wave dashes to equal 1 lazy Luigi wave dash.
Yeah.
Like, Luigi's just fucking doing the octagon gate on that shit.
Ooh. That was hard. It is not trivial to, like, in a situation where they can barely land on stage or not, to see that they landed on stage and then actually get the punish before they can shield.
It's so tough.
It's not trivial. It is possible, certainly. Oh. I can't believe that worked. He tried to up air. I can't believe that actually worked out. Yeah. It's good that he up smashed though, because I don't think up air would have killed from that position. But nice.
Ooh.
See, like, it's the sort of thing that, like, he jumped and then double jumped and then he jumped, double jumped, and then expected to waveland back and do something afterward. But during the double jump, you may as well be looking at what Luigi is doing when you are there. And then if he has committed to something, and in that case he did wave dash, like, up smash. Or I forget if it was up smash now. It's been too long, but
I know 17 seconds is a lifetime ago to a Melee player.
Melee, yeah, like 1 second is a long time. You know, you can process like 3 things in 1 second. You know, like 3 different things can happen. So very nice.
The classic like FGC versus Melee, where like a Street Fighter combo starts. And the commentators and the spectators all have a generally solid understanding of where it's going to go. And so there's a lot more freedom to commentate during that moment. Whereas, like, during combos, it can change any single individual hit on the fly.
Generally pretty quick, besides, like, chain grabs or things that just do slow damage over time. And you have so much more agency in this game than in other fighting games.
Dude, I stopped. Like, I think I'm mostly done with, like, versus fighters. Just because, like, bro, I don't want to have to go make a sandwich for losing 1 neutral interaction.
Yeah.
This is not great.
It does take time. It is, like, they have different routes they can do, and it's, like, interesting that they can do certain things that value different things. And they can reset, which is to say drop the combo on purpose, and then, like, do something that, like, kind of restarts the scaling on the combo so you do more damage. You know, there's lots of things you can mix in. So you do have to still be locked in during your opponent's combo just to make sure that you are paying attention.
Oh, yeah.
You don't want to get caught slipping. Uh-oh.
Dude, and Dragon Ball was, like, gamified it, where it's just, like, fucking, if you get blue comboed, like, it's your own fault. You were asleep at the wheel there, buddy.
Yep.
That said, I'm absolutely going to be back on my bullshit with Marvel Tokon, like 100%.
That looks pretty exciting.
It looks pretty dope.
Yeah, I'm very excited for to see what that game has to offer. I probably won't be playing it, but you know, only can play so many games. But I will definitely be watching it. Hog might even be running it, so it depends on the reception. Depends on if people want it. So
it's Arxis, so I feel like, you know,
we run some Arxis games for sure.
They generally make a certain level that they don't go below. But again, it depends on how old of a player you're talking to.
Yeah, so like to kind of loop it with fighting games. In fighting games, like things are a lot more concrete than in like Melee, because like you have a percent which changes essentially how every single attack knocks you back. And not only that, but there's, you know, half percents, you know, there's percent like there's like that are hidden behind the scenes that might even influence it. Not to say that that is often like a make or break, but you know, there's lots of things that like you are having to make a feel for whether or not things will work. It is a lot harder to lab out every single like route that you could go depending on their DI, depending on their defense. So it is like almost more valuable for your time at first to just have general ideas.
Yeah, and that's why like we genuinely needed a tool like Uncle Punch, because like the default tools, like even of like, you know, fighting games are getting pretty advanced with their training tools. It's still not as advanced as Melee needs to be able to recreate these
like,
scenarios.
24 years later, and we finally got a replay takeover feature.
Yeah, seriously.
You know, like 24 years. What fighting game has that lifetime, first off? And what fighting game is still getting new features that long later?
At the express disapproval of the developers.
Yes, the developer never intended for you to be able to take over a replay. But yeah, so that was quite the read there. So didn't even like lose that much, right? Like worth. Oh. Okay.
Didn't work in that regard.
So, two things about that edge guard. Number one, if you want to be able to cover the misfire, you may as well. So he got an up air, which is fine, but you'd rather have like, if you are going to be on stage and like read the misfire, then you should try to be in a position to get a great punish that starts another edge guard.
And can
At least.
Greenstach just die? Like, it's been
Yeah.
like 5 strong hits at this point.
Yeah. Oh.
No!
Yeah, he should. I think he was not confident he was falling off the stage there. Okay. Don't let these fireballs work. Ooh, yeah, you had to put something out there.
There we go.
Okay. Cool.
Evened up.
So to deal with those fireballs, you probably like try to time like a full hop right when you believe he will be doing it, and then you can double jump over the fireball and maybe even like
Ooh, big damage.
bear him for doing it.
Big
with no jump.
damage.
Ooh! Little tech skill flub there. It would have been a different game if. Ooh.
Oh
So-
my goodness.
Oh god!
Oh,
How
we
did that
got
go
something.
so badly? How is this going so badly suddenly?
Oh!
Darn. Hitting his leg a little bit.
Wow. That was a complete turnaround.
Yeah. That could have been 1-2. That could have been 2-1. I think this is game 4, right? This is about to be game 4. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was FD. So I don't understand. Wait, was FD? what's the score right now? I can't see.
It's 2-1 Greenstach.
Oh wow. So that
Yeah,
was,
no,
so-
I was saying it earlier. The blue pips of the Port 2 color is fucking abysmal. It's invisible. You can't see it. And it's even worse on the default background that's like dark purple for like the melee colors. It's ugh.
Ooh.
Oh no.
So just a handful of tech flubs. Unfortunate here. Excellent spacing.
Oh no.
It's getting
We
out
are
of
down
control.
smashing.
It's getting out of control. No L cancel.
Oh man. I think this might be a stock. Yeah, just
It's hard-
following
it's a
the
hard
drift.
situation. Okay.
Yeah.
Landing on Randall, getting
Another
the
little
double jump back. You can land on Randall here. Yep.
Okay.
It was kind of scary to land on Randall. Oh.
All right. Farron.
Darn.
Oh.
And Luigi still living there is very unfortunate.
Okey-doke.
Okay. Takes it. This is not over. I mean, one of the games went.
You gotta take a deep breath here. This is certainly not an uncomfortable disadvantage. Like, all right, he's getting
Gotta
worse
be
by
trying
the
to
second.
SDI these away. I don't know if he's. I can't see the flare cam on whether or not he's like attempting. But you gotta be making sure
That
these
is
combos.
my
are
favorite
at
combo
least hard.
in the game is up tilt into up tilt into up tilt into up tilt. Gotta be one of my favorites.
Yeah, Shy Guys and getting involved here.
E-Man, dude, your fucking chat message. Dude, Devin's punish game, up tilt into up tilt into up tilt. Dude, he's just like me for real.
Like sometimes people will rag on punish games that are like the same move over and over. But
I love that shit.
like, you should like this is a part of the game. Like you know, like there are things that you can do to make doing the same move over and over less likely to work, right? So for one, if you expect them to do the same move over and over, you can like properly DI. Whereas like in theory, people have mix-ups about whether or not they DI in or out. You know, if you are saying okay, they're just doing the same move, okay, then DI properly or SDI properly. You know, like people just are upset that they're not like being hit with something more complicated.
I think it's like the problem is that like doing the same move
Wow,
over and over
and look
again.
at this
like,
all the way back.
yeah. No, it
We are
kind
all
of
the way back. Oh, no,
classically fits into the definition or what a lot of people would say chump checking, right? Where that's just like inherently a more or people have decided that that's inherently a more frustrating thing to get hit by compared to if you kept using different moves.
First off, I cannot believe he edge canceled it and then air dodged, and I think that would have landed him on the top platform.
Oh,
Went for the down air. I actually can't believe it.
this
Does
is
Luigi
tight.
get out of fair? Look for the ledge dash. Look for the ledge dash. Worry about it. Okay.
No, we didn't take it.
Yeah.
That was really close.
Yeah, so in that situation, you can't down B when the opponent could be in the spot where your down B will end up. In that spot, it would have been really good to have noticed that Randall was like present. Is it us?
Yeah, you're on
It would
screen.
have been really good for
You got to go to
Randall.
work.